This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Aggies will kick this deep to begin the game. Bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So Texas's offense trots out there to open this game. Well, last time they played, Texas won big. That was a day that Bevo and the Longhorn fans will never forget.
Well, Chris, if I remember right, everything went right for Texas. They won all the one-on-one matchups, and it just embarrassed Texas A&M. But the A&M players have not forgotten that. They're anxious to get out on the field today.
Here comes the handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
He finds some space. First down, looking for more now. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. First down and 10 now. It's a shotgun run call.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Early in the season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. To dart to the left side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Texas.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
Just inside the end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him into the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So Texas A&M's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance. Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Pressure is coming. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The Aggies will line up to punt it away.
Well, that's not going to be enough for the first down. I guess the only positive takeaway is it does give their punter a little bit more room now to be able to get this punt off safely.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? A handoff to the back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Able to fight for a decent gain here on that running play. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. 1st down. See what the call is on 1st and 10. And now the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Well, Kirk, how sweet is it to have the Aggies and the Longhorns back together? Realignment has cost us a lot of traditions in the sport, but this one, it's brought back together.
Yeah, thank goodness you have a chance to see these teams on the field together. We've missed the rivalry. It's so much fun and one of the great historical rivalries in this sport.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Looking for the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Coverage team flying downfield, not much gained on that return. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. On the run here, lets it go. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Makes a quick catch. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Rivalry born in 1894, Kirk, but all the twists and turns, the different conferences since then, so much has changed, but the Aggies and the Longhorns always seem to deliver.
Well, it's just so much fun to be able to see these teams playing and hopefully playing every year for many, many years to come because it's one of the great rivalries in the sport.
So to avoid another punt here in the second drive, they got to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see what he can do with the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense looking to make a big play downfield? And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas!
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. For a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And that one's picked off. What a play. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He can't stop him. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
The offense here, Chris, getting aggressive inside the red zone on 1st and 10. They take a shot near the goal line, and the defense does a great job of stepping in front of that for the intercept.
Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
To the air, it's Hawkins. And they get to completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Send the back in motion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Armstrong. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do.
Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Aggies.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. He escapes the pocket. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the defense comes up with the football.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And it's caught. In the clear at the 25. Breaks into the clear. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been insane.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw yet again. On the move now. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. What throwaway there. Gave up on the play. And now it's going to bring up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback heading right, trying to create on the move. Oh, and another incompletion.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. All the way back for the pick six. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. We're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kirk.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas A&M.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback keeps the football. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Brings up second down.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. To throw, it's Hawkins. That's reeled in. It's Armstrong.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Breaks into open space. Now here he goes. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Well, there's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a 3rd down and short. At 3rd and 2, looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage, and when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because
he cannot escape. It's a sack.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already, and we're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
The receiver makes the catch. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15. That's an important 1st down on that running play. Looking for some space. It's Turner. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The pass rush gets home.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Turner.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And there's the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down. Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They're going to run it here. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quick throw to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today, and he's not done yet.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's picked off in the end zone. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. Timeout is called. A tough strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
Boom. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a tough matchup for this defense. What are you going to do down inside the 5-yard line? The quarterback knows that he has a mismatch, just puts it up in the air and lets the big man climb the ladder for the score.
Set up for the PAT. And the point after cuts it to a 4-point game, 28-24. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And here's the return from inside the 5. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Offense takes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looks to the left, pass caught. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. That one throws incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 34. Looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football. And brings up a third down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Pulls it in. It's Terry. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Fires it to the left side. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not
taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Longhorns. So the call on the defense declined, of course, and the touchdown will stand.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
Longhorns will kick it away to get us going in the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Back to pass. It's Hawkins. Receiver makes the grab. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Pass caught. 2nd down now. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Short connection to the tight end here. And they'll move to 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold on.
Defense will accept the holding penalty. This pass rush has been ferocious. Offensive line resorting to anything to try to protect the quarterback. Second down after that previous play.
Base 27, John. Base 27.
Looking for a gap. It's Turner. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. It's knocked away. Incomplete. 4th down now. And the Aggies will have to kick it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team at field position. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Cost him 5 yards. Delayed game penalty will cost the offense 5. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Here's the target, and it's complete. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. The Longhorns will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the 1st down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
He'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. And that pass falls incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Missed opportunity to make this a 1-score game, still losing by 11. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Off the 52-yard miss, the offense will take over at their 35. They'll test the right side here. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for this back. He tried to do everything that he could to get to the edge, but give the defense a lot of credit. They did an excellent job of containing him and eventually running him out of bounds.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again, and he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass ball is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes out. This looks like a pretty obvious call against the defense. 15-yard defensive pass interference. That player will get an earful on the sidelines. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. It's complete. Oh, and he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent third down offense.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Bringing pressure. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Looking to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack it.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Worked out it very long. The offense still on the field. They're going to go. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. Breaking free at midfield. Awesome catch and run by the senior.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He breaks free. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Scanning the field. It's Hawkins. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it. 2nd down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete again. A 3rd straight misfire. Brings up 4th down now.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
4th down. He's throwing for it. He fires it down the middle. Downfield and incomplete. Stop.
Well, here we go, Chris. Talk about a game-changing play by this defense. Maybe a momentum-stealing play. I mean, there's still work to be done here, but this defense has given their offense a shot.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
I love this after a sudden change. You get a big stop by your own defense. You come out with pretty good field position. You take a shot, and it pays off. Boy, what a change in momentum right here.
That's a flashy run with the spin move, but produces just a short gain. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. Return begins inside the 10. Oh, he's got some space here. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found the lane. So this drive's going to begin with good field position. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end, and got stopped. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught for the completion. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
2nd down after that completion. And the wideout goes in motion. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And the quarterback dropping back, looking to scramble. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Caught quickly. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Wide open downfield. You finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock. But these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Offense facing second and goal. Grabbed by the receiver. Touchdown, Longhorns. Great connection there for 6 points. And they connect again. That's just been an unstoppable pitch-and-catch combination all game, Kurt.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. It just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. To throw, it's Hawkins. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it with room to roam. Powering through the defender. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. The Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the sideline, and he stays in bounds.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. Just have to be smart.
Second down and goal upcoming. Looking for a man. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up. After that big play to start the drive, they got close, but now it's third and goal. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What a grab in the end zone and a clutch moment.
Chris, this is a great play by the receiver coming up with this touchdown. Now let's go back to the beginning of this play. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He got the ball out of his hands quickly to get that receiver the football to give him a chance to put the touchdown on the board.
Point after, up and good. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Can they catch him? Oh, and he almost broke it. Finally steps out of bounds. What a great return to set up the offense now. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Now the offense is set up with a short field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Off target and incomplete. Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Finds his target. Touchdown, Texas. That's how you finish a play. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive to start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Makes a quick grab. Looks like the player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. A completion makes it second down. Throwing off play action. Here's a target, and it's complete. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
That completion makes it second and medium.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short gains are not going to help you.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Makes the catch. It's Armstrong. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain. We reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Armstrong. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do. Slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. Now in the red zone, it's Hawkins. Touchdown, Aggies. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
What a job by this offense to be able to get this score. And now, Chris, you look at that scoreboard. They're within one possession. Big decision about whether you kick it, rely on the defense, or you go with the onside kick and hope for some luck.
Backs through the PAT. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Leaning on the run game here late. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Caught by the receiver. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they'll check him out. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line that won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
Leading here in the 4th quarter will keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. Maybe the last shot here. He escapes the pocket. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. Well, this is a performance, Kirk, in a big showdown game late in the season. Tough competition to show what you're about. And they've made the clutch plays, and they got to be considered a... And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Here's the handoff. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. So 2nd and short here, exactly what you want when you're trying to run the clock out and secure the victory. He'll hand it off. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. And don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Longhorns expect to be able to just run this clock out here in the final minute. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, this is a huge touchdown late in this game to make this a 2-possession game with under a minute to go. I think it's safe to say they can secure victory here.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? And
the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Quick completion to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. And now they'll just clock it to freeze the time.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second
Important
down.
second down play coming up.
Here we go, set.
From the shotgun, drops back. The receiver grabs it. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, enough for a first down. They've got it, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
Now he just comes up and spikes it to stop the clock.
Spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain
Offense getting
on
set.
the play.
It's second down.
Second down coming up.
Dropping back. It's Hawkins. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
On third down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play. Oh, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.